So we'll be talking about studying and working in Canada for students and for any work permit related questions. Now, who are the student immigration advisors at Georgian? Student immigration advisors at Georgians are licensed and regulated by IRCC. They are either regulated Canadian immigration consultant, called as RCICs, or regulated international student immigration advisors, known as RCS. Students immigration advisors, this is particularly all our student has to be mindful of. We can provide immigration support only when you are inside Canada, friends. We cannot advise on pathways to permanent residencies. For pathways, you will have to reach out to immigration independent counsel, lawyers, or immigration consultant. There's a little link here in green. Once you are here, of course, we will share those links with you. We will share important information with you. We basically provide information on support on study permit extensions, working on and off campus, co-op work permit applications, post-graduation work permit, and visa extension. Visa is the TRV stamp that you'll be receiving, or ETA, electronic travel authorization. Some countries requires electronic authorizations, while others would require TRV, which comes inside your passport. So the immigration support link is a very important link. I'll encourage you to look on your MyGC Life. This link would provide you information on all related immigration regulations, immigration links, everything important. This is timely updated, so you'll have most updated information on our immigration support page. Besides, we have something called as knowledge articles. This links will provide you all knowledge. If you just type in a question on, again, on your MyGC Live, right here, if you type a question where you see, please search here. Under this block, if you type a question, you're going to find probably the answers to the questions that you're looking for in general. For further support, further questions, reach out to us. Georgian Lakehead students, if we have any here, you have a different support system for immigration. This is the link. Now, very important to focus on. Once you get approved, once your visa is approved, your passport will be stamped if you require a visa. You will have a port of entry authorization letter. Once you arrive and once you are inside Canada, you will have to show the port of entry letter. You're not going to get your study permit and co-op work permit when you are inside. With the port of entry letter and your visa, you arrive inside Canada, you arrive at the port of entry, and then you receive study permit and co-op work permit if you have any co-op component, as in work component, as a part of your program. Now, what is this co-op work permit that I've been talking about? It is work, if work is an essential part of your studies and a requirement of your program. If you perform any type of work, field placement, industry placement, clinical placement, co-op, any type of work, you will require a separate co-op work permit that is tied to your study permit. You cannot use your study permit with the on and off work authorization for your co-op, for your field placement, for your clinical placement. You will need a co-op work permit. So if your offer letter says that there is a work component, there is a field placement, there is a co-op, along with your study permit, the border officer, the immigration officer at the port of entry, at the airport, when you arrive inside Canada, okay, will issue you the study permit and co-op work permit. Again, what is considered work is co-op, field placement, industry placement, clinical placement, any practicum, any industry experience, or any field training. If you have any of these mentioned on your offer letter, when you arrive, along with your study permit, you should be given a co-op work permit. I know it's probably going to be a long flight for you, but if you have any of these, I'm going to strongly encourage you to request, show the offer letter to the officer in case you have not received one, and request them to issue one. If they say no, they're busy or something, that's okay. come to the college, meet us, and we'll support you. Okay? But there's no harm in requesting. So please be bold and say, oh, I have a work component. Please give us a co-op work permit. Studying in Canada. This is why you are coming here, friends. Very, very important and very crucial for you to understand. If you hold a study permit, it must be valid and it must always be actively pursuing study. It must be valid for the entire duration of your program. And usually some days is given extra after you graduate, after the last day of your program and after you graduate from your program. Usually IRCC Immigration Canada gives you additional 90 days. So you have enough time to also apply for your post-graduation work permit when you apply for your study permit. Please be mindful. Once you have your permit in hand and once you start your classes, please actively pursue studies. Remain enrolled full time because it's one of the most important eligibility for post-graduation work permit. Make reasonable and timely progress towards completing your program. Failing to do so, it's going to certainly put your immigration status at risk. Georgian College reports our international student to IRCC, Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship in Canada, each semester. So after each semester, Georgian College is required to report your presence at the college to IRCC. So IRCC is aware of how you're progressing in Canada with your studies. A crucial warning here, part-time and gaps in studies could affect your eligibility for post-graduation work permit. So no part-time in between, no gaps, no taking just break and saying, oh, I don't want to study now. I'm going to take a break for a semester. It doesn't work with IRCC. You may take a break if really you have health concerns, medical reasons, any family emergency. We can look into it. We will certainly look into it once you're here. If you have any such concerns, we are here. But no taking break if you feel like. Okay, because that's going to jeopardize your post-graduation work permit. Now, interesting. Always student comes to me and ask how many, if I'm allowed to work on my study permit. Usually once you receive your study permit, you'll have something that's going to state, oh, you can work up to, now with the new rule, you can work up to 24 hours, provided you are actively pursuing study in class and full time. You have a valid study permit. The work authorization has to be on your study permit. So when you receive it, it has to be on your study permit. Should be enrolled full time at a DLI, be actively engaged in studies. So this little thing, the blue thing, this is what will come and will be printed in fine prints on your study permit, which will say must leave Canada, not valid, and may accept employment on or off campus. So this line has to be there on your study permit in order for you to work up to 24 hours while you're studying full time in class at Georgian.